Hello fellows, as I said before in the last video that this video will be different and we're going to talk about the meaning of Hajj. What is the meaning of Hajj? Hajj first is the fifth pillar of Islam and it's compulsory for those who are financially and physically able. So before we go to Hajj, there's something called ihram. Ihram is when a person takes off all these suit clothes and replace them with these seamless two parts of clothes that goes around the downside part of the body and the upside part of the body. These two ones, I think all people know this thing. And they start reciting the prayers, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, like confirming and confessing that only God who deserves all this worship. After that, they go to make the tawaf. The tawaf is the greeting of the sacred masjid, of Masjid Haram, which is going around the Kaaba 7 times, starting from the black stone and coming back to that in a clock counter 7 times. Doing that is the same. And in the 8th day, they get prepared for the largest and the main part of Hajj, which is the 9th day, which is called the Day of Arafah. The Day of Arafah is named after the Arafah Mount, which overlooks Mina. There, the pilgrims spend all their day praying, listening to the speech in the masjid. Arafah is the place where the Prophet Muhammad delivered the last speech in that day. Once they finish that, when the sun sets, and that day they head to Muzdalifah and spend the whole night there. They collect some stones, which is 7 stones, to complete their rituals in the next day, which is the 10th day, which is called the day of Nahar. The day of Nahar. The Nahar is the slaughtering of animals as a sign of finishing the rituals of Hajj. So the 10th day, once they slaughter the animals, once they get their head shaved or cut off, this is a sign of finishing the Hajj. Once they throw the stones, they slaughter the animals, they get their head shaved. This is a sign of finishing the Hajj. After that, they stay in Mina for 3 days, doing the same thing, throwing 21 stones in 3 different stages as rituals of pilgrims. And after they finished this one, they got back to Mecca to do the tawaf of Ifada. Ifada is when it means that the finishing of rituals in Mina and coming back to Mecca to make the same 7 rounds, the 7 circles around the Kaaba. And once they finish the 7 rounds on Kaaba, they go to Safa and Marwa. Safa and Marwa are two hills. So a person walks and runs between them 7 times. It starts from Safa and he concludes and ends with Marwa. These are the main rituals of Hajj. But what is the significance of this one? The significance of Hajj that all people can see is that it's the largest annual pilgrimage in the world, where about 4 million people come to perform this Hajj, to stand in the same place, asking the same God without any difference, regardless to your race, regardless to your color, regardless to your position, regardless to your ranking, regardless to your anything you have in this life. A president and a citizen of that country stay together in the same place, asking God for the same thing, which is forgiveness and purifying the soul, and doing the same things in the same place without any difference. I think this is not available in any other religions. That's why Islam is getting more famous and more famous. And this is what Prophet Muhammad said in one of the hadiths, that this religion would be in every home, in every place in this world, and it's coming one day. What I want to say that the equality between Muslims is one of the unique things that Islam is famous for. And after they finish all the rituals of Hajj, they head to Medina to visit the tomb of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it's one of the uh, favorable things. And Prophet Muhammad says in one of the hadiths that it's a kind of impolite that you perform Hajj and you don't visit me after you perform your Hajj and you get your Hajj finished. This is all in short about what Hajj is. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the Hajj or the pilgrimage of these people who are there in Mecca accepted, and join us inshallah, include us in their supplications, prayers, and make us among the accepted ones. Hope I see you in the next video, which will be the wrong practice of English learners. This is a very important topic, and I really ask everybody who watches me now to wait for this video, because it tells me and you and all the learners what are the wrong practices of an English learner that we think that we're doing right and they are wrong. Wait me there, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.